Most people think loneliness just means being alone. But that is not the scary part. The scary part is that you can be in a relationship, active in group chats, surrounded by people at school, work, or even family gatherings, and still feel completely unseen. Health authorities now treat loneliness as a serious public health issue, not just a private emotion, and some of the facts in this countdown explain why modern life can feel so connected on the outside and so empty underneath. Whether you are in New York, London, Sydney, Tokyo, Shanghai, or Manila, these facts might hit closer to home than you expect. Top 10 psychological facts about loneliness that feel scarily true. Let's start. Number 10. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. Loneliness is not measured by how many people are around you. It is a subjective feeling of disconnection, which is why someone can live alone and feel peaceful, while another person can sit in a full house and still feel emotionally abandoned. Number 9. Young people can be lonelier than older people. A lot of people assume loneliness is mostly an old age issue, but public health sources say adolescents and younger adults often report some of the highest loneliness levels. That makes this especially relatable for students, young workers, and people who are constantly online but still do not feel deeply known. Number 8. Loneliness can spread through friend groups. This sounds dramatic, but research on large social networks found that loneliness can cluster and spread over time. In simple terms, one lonely person does not just suffer alone, because the emotional distance can quietly affect the mood and connection of other people around them too. Number 7. Loneliness can turn the brain into a threat detector. Research reviews suggest loneliness increases hypervigilance for social threat. That means lonely people may become more likely to read neutral faces, slow replies, silence, or small changes in tone as rejection, coldness, or disrespect even when that may not be the intention. Number 6. Loneliness can wreck your sleep. Loneliness does not only affect mood during the day. Studies have linked loneliness with sleep fragmentation, so a person can technically sleep for hours and still wake up drained because the body never fully settles into a sense of safety. Number 5. Social rejection can hurt like physical pain. That painful heaviness after being ignored, excluded, or emotionally abandoned is not just in your head. Neuroscience reviews show that social pain overlaps with some of the same neural systems involved in physical pain, which helps explain why heartbreak and rejection can feel brutally physical. Number 4. More people in your life does not automatically fix loneliness. A packed contact list does not guarantee real connection. Health sources note that some people feel lonely, even while surrounded by family and friends. And relationship research suggests loneliness can damage how people perceive care, warmth, and closeness inside relationships too. Number 3. Loneliness can become a self-fulfilling cycle. One of the darkest things about loneliness is that it can make people protect themselves in ways that create even more distance. Research suggests lonely people can become more biased toward seeing less care or regard from others, which can fuel overthinking, emotional withdrawal, and the very disconnection they fear. Number 2. Loneliness does not stay in the mind, it hits the body too. This is where loneliness stops sounding emotional and starts sounding medical. Major health authorities link loneliness and social isolation to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, depression, anxiety, dementia, susceptibility to illness, and earlier death. Number 1. Many lonely people do not even realize loneliness is the real problem. One of the most shocking findings in the U.S. Surgeon General's advisory is that fewer than 20% of people who often, or always feel lonely recognize it as a major problem. That helps explain why loneliness can stay hidden for so long, because people may notice the exhaustion, numbness, irritability, or sadness without naming the deeper issue underneath. Since you stayed until this point, you deserve a bonus. Bonus item. Real social connection is basically survival fuel. The plot twist is that connection is not some soft extra in life. The Surgeon General's advisory cites evidence across 148 studies suggesting social connection increases the odds of survival by 50%, which is a massive reminder that feeling supported, understood, and emotionally safe is part of staying human and staying well. And that's it for 10 things now. 10 things you should know now. If this video changed the way you see loneliness, comment connection below and tell us which fact hit you the hardest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more shocking psychology facts that actually make you think. Share this video with someone who looks fine on the outside but might secretly need to hear this today.